Hey guys, Pitmaster here. Quit being a martial arts snob. If you're in one martial art or another, say Kung Fu, Karate, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Wrestling, Boxing, quit thinking yours is the best martial art. The Gracies way back in whenever they started the Valley Tudo, but now they brought it to the United States in the early 90s, they've proven there's no best martial art. There's best fighters, but there's no best martial art. Everybody thought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was it. This was it. Well, guess what? A couple guys figured out some defenses, a couple of escapes, and then they were knocking Jiu-Jitsu guys out. Wrestlers thought they were the best. They could just take the guy down because they had the best takedowns. They could just take the guy down. Then guess what? They started getting submitted once they took him down. Strikers, they thought they could knock anyone out. And then they would start swinging. Next thing you know, they're on their back and they're like a fish out of water. Basically, there's no best martial art. The best wrestler in the world, if he gets hit with a left hook, he's going to sleep. The best jiu-jitsu guy who can't take a striker down is going to get knocked out. The best kickboxer in the world, once he gets taken down, he's useless. So it takes a combination. And you have to open your mind, just like Bruce Lee said back in the late 60s, early 70s. You have to be like water, and you have to mold to different systems, different styles, different genres, etc. And if you, today, I have a karate school right now. Right now, it's 2015. I'm one of the well-known MMA schools in the world. The Pit, train Chuck Liddell, and many others. But there's a karate school less than a mile away from me that still preaches when their students, when potential students come in, that my school wastes its time teaching takedown defense because they have the mighty punch and crane's beak that will knock people out, and they'll never have to go to the ground. There are still jiu-jitsu practitioners that think once they take their guy down, they don't have to defend strikes. They just put him in a submission. There are wrestlers that think they can just take their guys down and win the fight by pinning them. This is my point. There's no best martial art. They're all good, and you need to open your mind and practice what you're weakest in. Gracie, it was all about jiu-jitsu. Everybody thought jiu-jitsu was it. Then they started getting knocked out. Then there was a great kickboxer, Maurice Smith. He was kicking people out with head kicks and knocking them out. Then he started getting taken down. Then we had Mark Coleman, Kevin Randleman. They just started plowing through people with double legs, and they would be taking everyone down and ground and pounding. Then they started getting submitted. We had Kevin Jackson, one of the most decorated wrestlers ever, fought in the UFC. Great takedowns. He got choked out or armbarred. I don't know. He got submitted real quick. So my point again: there's no best martial art. You need to learn them all, and you need to become proficient at them all. I'll give you a great example. George St. Pierre, a stand-up guy, karate guy, Kyokushinkai karate, but he opened his mind. He started learning jiu-jitsu. I think he got a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He started wrestling. He started wrestling with collegiate wrestlers. He was going to enter the Olympics at wrestling. He became the top wrestler in the whole UFC. He would take down. He had the most takedowns. He started off as a striker. He didn't even wrestle in high school. We've got a guy like Dan Henderson, Olympic wrestler, made his name with his right hand knocking people out. Cross training, learning, opening their mind, and that's what it takes to be a great martial artist. Everybody thought traditional karate was bogus. It was waste of time, useless. McDojo, they would tease karate guys. Then came Lyoto Machida knocking the shit out of everyone. Guess what? No one teases karate anymore. People would say Taekwondo was the lamest martial art. Take one's do. They thought it was dumb. Then Anthony Pettis came and did spinning kicks on everyone and knocking them out cold. Taekwondo. He's a Taekwondo black belt. They thought spinning hook kicks were a waste of time. S. Barbosa. He had one of the most beautiful knockouts in the UFC history with a spinning hook kick. There's been knockouts with power slams, wrestling. There's been tons of submissions. There was the Umaplata submission not too long ago. There's been left hook knockouts. There's been liver kick knockouts. There's been spinning back kick knockouts. There are so many ways to win a fight, and all of the genres come into play. So if you're starting to think that your martial art is the best, or you think that, you're mistaken and you have a closed mind. And you've just never fought anyone better, or you've never fought at all. A lot of people have really controlled sparring in their old genre, so they think they can beat other genres. If you really think you're that good at defending against other martial arts, whatever your genre is, challenge someone from a different genre or spar with them. If you're a karate guy, see if a wrestler can take you down. Okay? If you're a wrestler, try to grapple with a really good submission guy and see if he can put you in anything when you get on top of him. Open your mind and do that. That's the only way you're going to get better. Okay? Practice the genres that you're weakest in, and then you'll always have those arts that you are good in. Okay? So anyway, that's my little blog for today. Open your mind, be like water. Don't think your martial art is the best. Love your martial art and be loyal to it, but learn the others and practice the others. Practice your weaknesses. Go out of your comfort zone. It's the only way you're going to get better. Thanks for coming.